Yeah, I see. Go slow, go slow.
Yeah, and I'll go that way.
3, 2, 1, action.
Shot one done. Now we get to go literally melt.
Oh my god, that's actually kind of hilarious.
Welcome back. Today, I want to take you guys behind the scenes on a new short film we just shot, written and directed by me and my wife, Kylee. It's a Wes Anderson inspired concept, and man, did this go through a ton of iterations up until now, but finally, we got our crew together and trekked into the desert to make this thing happen. It's our first time acting together in a film, so a little more nerve-wracking than usual, but I want to break down the cinematography, my approach to directing instead of DPing, and all of the small details and unplanned moments that lended themselves to how we crafted the story.
This car? Yeah, I'm gonna roll.
Well, the main reason I brought it is because I wanted to use like a lighter, cheaper lens than the PL version in case we did the car shot with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna run out there and start shooting right now. Do you want to format this a specific way?
In theory, we actually don't want any morning light. Shot-wise, it's not what we're looking for. So the only thing we're doing right now is we're gonna go get camp set up. So we're just gonna basically take props, probably just do like a base load of grip stuff. So like probably like 4C stands or something. As I said, it's a Wes Anderson inspired piece, and it's, well, definitely pretty out there for us, but we wanted to try something challenging and different to really push ourselves and see what we can achieve in terms of both story and cinematography. It's more or less a tale of us, myself and Kylee, who in the midst of an alien invasion in Los Angeles, yeah, seriously, find ourselves basically transported into a world characteristic of Anderson's storytelling. It's short and quirky to say the least, definitely pulling some ideas and inspirations from Moonrise Kingdom, Asteroid City, even a little bit of The French Dispatch. I would tell you more, but I feel like you'll begin to catch on as we get started shooting here. Oh, you probably hear this blasting on the lab. Sun's coming up. It's definitely a little bit warm. We're starting early. I gotta go get my outfit on here in a sec. We took some time to like find the right location for our camp. We're fortunate to be working with some familiar and new faces. Sam as our director of photography, Kyle, our first AC, Jordan handling the BTS, but also grip, swing, second AC, you name it. And of course, myself and Kylee as the characters within the story. It is just literally 5 of us though, so of course everybody's wearing multiple hats, pulling double duty. We're shooting this on the RED Komodo and some exciting new lenses. Small Rig came through again to support us as our executive sponsor and provided us with some exciting new gear to tackle this production. Kyle here, you guys might actually remember him. He was the BTS shooter slash PA slash grip for the Carousel short film that we did last year. And now he's like first ACing on commercials and music videos and short films and stuff. You guys did like, was it like a 10-day short film or what was that? What
13-day feature in Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Shit, he's out here doing it.
Oh, damn. Bro, you need to get more than slides on right now.
This is the crazy rock. She could be up on top of that and I could be like down in this little pocket. Yep. But yeah, just please be careful with your feet. I just don't want you to like slice your foot open and then like the next 2 days sucks.
You're just saying that because you have a lab on.
Oh, I just got torched. She's like, you're not a good husband. You're just saying that because you're mic'd up. As I'm sure you've noticed, we're out in the middle of the desert, just outside of Joshua Tree, and oh yeah, it's July.
Think this works, Sam.
This of course presents a ton of unique challenges. The most obvious, I think, the heat. Our general strategy to avoid this and potentially dropping like flies from heat exhaustion was shooting during the coolest moments of the day. From basically sunrise till about 10 or 11 a.m., then breaking for the afternoon to resume shooting around 6 or so as the temperature began to drop. Although honestly, I don't think it ever really got below like 90 degrees.
We're gonna do the over the shoulder right now. We're gonna do the straight on stuff in a probably more comfortable environment.
If you've never shot a narrative project like this before, you might not realize that you don't often actually shoot in chronological order. This scene that we're knocking out here on these rocks actually takes place much later in the story, thinking about things like the sun position and where you're actually setting up, making sure you're shooting as efficiently as possible and actually accomplish everything within the, well, in case I forgot to say, 2 days that we plan to shoot
I think
this.
that plays, guys.
All right, so now we can come down and Her singles can be anywhere because the single would be into the sky.
Hand it to me when I get lower or something.
We chose such great outfits for
We knew it was gonna
filming
be
in
like this.
Joshua Tree in July. It's funny, the original story concept was actually for a location called Alabama Hills, but we were gonna do it like earlier in the year, like in the spring. And the temperatures would have been much more normal, but of course, you get busy. So now, Joshua Tree, late July. Okay. I'm wondering if
We don't really have much schedule for tomorrow.
are we doing? Yeah. Can you sit up on top of this rock? Just kind of walk around the back and just sit up on top of that.
Yeah, like that. You're a fucking weirdo, dude.
Directing.
I like the highlight on you. Quarter grid would probably take up too much of the highlight.
Wes Anderson, of course, is known for a lot of very iconic features about his filmmaking and storytelling, composition, color palette, of course, but one of the most prominent and one of my favorite is his use of camera movement, tracking shots, dolly shots, these ultra long takes that feel almost robotic as the camera guides you and follows characters. It's masterful to watch.
I think camera should probably get closer.
Yeah, I think it's a little far back. I would say a 50 could maybe play back here.
Yeah.
And then you drop it like right there. Yeah, Sam, this
Yeah,
is much
it's
better.
much better. It is much better.
Yep. Okay, so we'll want to probably close down. So Kyle, there's a 2-1 in here right now. Can we go to a 1-5, please?
I'll do that.
We definitely wanted to try and emulate some of that, but of course didn't have the manpower or the budget to go super crazy, so Sam chose an 8-foot Dana dolly setup. We planned a couple of scenes and actions around like a sliding dolly
Ryan, are you
move.
gonna look back at her like as a failure? Or are you just gonna struggle in the background?
I think I'm just struggling the whole fucking time.
Okay. I like and 3, 2, 1, action. Yeah. Okay, that was really good. Let's do it again.
It's pretty fucking good.
We can do another one for safety.
I'm trying to think if I do turn. Like if I do turn and look at her.
I gotta admit, this tool and choice 100% was the biggest time suck for us and threw us off schedule at least a couple of times. If we had more people and more time, I think we could have gotten some even better results, something a little more intricate, but we were pretty happy with what we were able to
Pretty
get.
solid.
I'm good with that last one.
Yeah, let's just make everything safe, like with regards to grip, and then we'll just take cameras inside.
Yep. All right. Perfect. Nice work, people. Good start.
So Sam and I chose to shoot on the RED Komodos because of the fact that this film takes place almost entirely in exteriors. So I knew we were gonna be constantly fighting highlights and, you know, really bright colors from the sand, from the rocks. The little bit of extra latitude and dynamic range on the Komodo's Super 35 sensor just made sense over something like an FX3 or an FX6. We kept one pretty much fully built out with wireless video and focus, and then one on standby, pretty stripped down just for like quick insert shots. For some of the night scenes that we did, I also opted to toss in the Sony ZV-E1, of course, just for the ultra low light capability on that sensor.
Real question, have you ever blown an STI port?
Ooh. No. Luckily.
Should have said yes, just for today.
Yes.
For lenses, we got to shoot on the new DZO Arles Primes. I will be doing a full video about these soon.
So we've got 0.3, 6, 9. We have full spectrum ND filters, IR coatings like this on the front of these element filters. Really great because the Komodo's sensor does struggle with IR pollution. Helps a lot. Low point diffusion.
But I'm honored to say that we were able to make this whole thing happen because of the support from Small Rig as our sponsor for this behind the scenes. It's really cool to have them support another passion project like this one. One of the most exciting new pieces of gear we got to work with, this VB212. This is actually a collaboration between Small Rig and Caleb Pike from DSLR Video Shooter. Caleb is a good friend of mine, and yes, you heard me right. It's a 212 watt-hour V-mount battery. USB-C power options on these batteries are nothing new, but how about 2? and with 140 watts of bi-directional capability. Charging a massive high capacity camera battery like this would typically take like probably over half a day with older charger technology. With the 140 watt input, you can charge this in like 2 hours. You've got USB type A, an 8 and 12 volt DC output, not one, but 2 DTAP ports on either side. It's got a scratch resistant TFT display that literally shows you every output's active power draw and status, time remaining, like everything you need. It's a super robust housing and build, high grade silicone outer ring. The port cover on the top actually tucks into the top and stays put and flat. Like everything is so intentional and precise. Cool features are great and all, but reliability and long-term consistency are one of the most important aspects to me. And I'm super stoked to say that this thing held up perfect for us. No doubt it's a little chunky, a little on the heavy side, but for us, especially on this production with limited amounts of time, this thing was able to power and keep our A camera running with like a ton of extra accessories and power draw for like 7-8 hours, our entire first half of the shoot day without a swap. That's pretty nuts. Shooting this film, there was one tool that was absolutely essential to get the shots we needed. A good tripod was probably it. Wes Anderson is known for his ultra precise and clever use of pans and tilts. So we also got to use the new PH8 video tripod. It's a proper 75mm bowl design, 6 steps of counterbalance, 4-step drag control for pan and tilt. The sticks themselves also got a few nice updates. They have a thicker and more durable 16mm diameter leg, now a removable mid-level spreader and a ground level spreader included for the ability to shoot lower angles. This was definitely a huge gripe for me and a lot of other people with the older design. And of course we have the FreeBlazer technology with this one latch design for height adjustment. This thing now has all of the features of what I would call like a proper pro level video tripod. Now this is actually a little bit of a new announcement, but Anchor and Small Rig are actually working together on this new Solix C300 portable power station. This thing is a 288 watt hour battery, all the ports you could need, 2 USB type A, got a solar input, 4 USB-Cs, 2 of which are 140 watt bi-directional charging, and you can actually double up and use both of them to charge this thing in, I think, 70 minutes. Super clean and sleek design, got the little easy carry handle, and also, and I think it comes in at only $200. This thing actually wasn't able to arrive to us in time for the production, which was honestly a huge bummer because this thing would have been a perfect companion. Top off the V-mounts, power the lights, charge our little fans. For the next week, every day they're giving away one of these and a little photography kit from Small Rig. I think it comes with like the tube light, phone cage, mini tripod. Massive thank you to Small Rig. Of course, everything is linked below if you want to check it out. When we began planning and prepping for this, it wouldn't be Wes Anderson if we couldn't absolutely sell the story with some outrageous wardrobe and set design. His films are, of course, heavily stylized in these ways, down to the colors and textures. Production design is actually something that Kylee and I have begun to pay a lot more attention to and have become increasingly passionate and conscious of while we're watching films. I mean, when you really think about it, cameras and lenses and lighting can only do so much. At the end of the day, what it comes down to is what is actually in front of the camera, what you actually see within a frame. So for this, we kind of went all out. You know, wardrobe, tons of props, all these baskets, bags, little radio, binoculars. We actually had this survival book custom made, little Easter egg, kind of plays into the story. I'll be honest in saying that it pretty much came down to sacrificing the budget for another potential crew member in order to cover the costs of the production design alone.
And like your arms kind of over your leg, over your like knees. Camera speeds, guys. You're just gonna take some stuff out, write it down. You can hold for wind, hold for wind.
Breaking up the day into these two sections, you know, first thing in the morning and then kind of as the sun begins to set, made timing, especially for light, really, really challenging. We actually ended up having to rewrite and kind of rearrange a lot of these scenes and different actions to take place at different times of day than we originally planned for. Trying to do that on the spot with all of the other decision making on top of acting and directing, like, got pretty stressed out. Of course, the wind picked up and came in like literally as we began losing our light. Honestly, I started getting pretty worried. I mean, this was our first day of shooting. We had a ton of shots to get through for this second portion of the day, and we were already pretty far behind. Light was just looking pretty unideal. We were getting blasted with dust and dirt from the wind. I mean, a lot of our shots are sort of these exaggerated little vignettes of Kylee and I like surviving, just, you know, comedy, classic little Wes Anderson moments. And so some stuff just took a lot of tries to really get the right feeling within the shot.
Push it like too hard, like it's like you were forcing it. Yeah.
Having the second Komodo available for some of these insert shots was definitely really helpful. We didn't have a proper top-down rig, so we just kind of had to do a sketch little C-stand setup. It was really tricky to get it steady with all of the wind.
Yeah, with the colors right in line with the top center of the blanket.
Right here?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Such a hard job, dude.
Cool. Okay. All right, Ryan. 3, 2, 1, action. Kylee. What could you be doing? Like if you're sitting by the fire and the fire's already on and she goes to get a snake, she grabs it by the fucking head. She whacks it.
The darkest.
There's the hot dogs.
Now, we do have a couple of scenes in the story that take place like actual nighttime fireside. You know, we had to use the little ZVE1, the second base ISO, 12,800, made shooting these night scenes so much faster. We would have needed a ton of light and setup to make these scenes look dark, but, you know, properly lit. These small rig lights were pretty amazing. I've been using these things for a few months now, and they are so versatile. It's basically a little mini 60-watt COB bicolor light. The output of this thing definitely seems a bit more powerful than 60 watts. The best part is they have a built-in 49 watt-hour battery. So shooting out here in the desert, you know, we don't really have many options for powering lights. So these being ultra compact and functional with power for up to like 45 minutes at full output. You can also power and charge them with the 100 watt USB-C input. But I think the base kit is on sale right now for like $100. Absolutely a no-brainer type of light, perfect for anyone's kit.
Go a smidge more close. Wait, what the hell? Oh wait, that's interesting. Yeah, guys, we have a rock problem.
We're physically switching rocks? Yes. I could just sit in your place.
Yeah.
Wait, doesn't she want the higher rock?
Oh.
So Ryan needs to get closer to the fire. 6 inches. That could be good. Ryan, your hot dog needs to be a little bit more over the fire.
Okay.
Kylee, move yours back a smidge.
Papa John's does do like little individual pizzas. Unless you want a medium or a large, whatever you want. I'll pass around my phone. Just
Medium
place
cheese.
your order.
Okay, done.
Oh,
Done. There's a cheesy burger pizza you didn't tell me about? A cheesy burger papadilla. This place has stuffed crust? Is that good or no?
This guy.
Now, for safety reasons, I just gotta put it out there that this is a private location. It's a private residence with actually an existing fire pit out here, and so we just kind of moved it to better suit our frame. We absolutely did our best to be really cautious. We had a little fire extinguisher and a bunch of water on standby just in case. We got a couple pretty funny moments, probably some of my favorite of the entire short here by the fire. I would explain what's going on here, but I actually want you guys to wait and see this one.
I'm gonna inhale a pizza, no way.
No way.
No way.
Not my chair, not my problem. That's what I say. Whose chair is that? Not my chair, not my problem. Yep. That's it.
Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
You recording?
Fuck, I mean, I honestly feel like this needs to be a tighter lens, dude.
You're not thinking 100, are you?
Okay, Kylee, you want to add yours?
This man. Woo! Oh, that is.
Whoa.
Okay, we might want to back our backlight off like half output now.
I can bring it in.
A little more like.
Is that the right spot?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Did I nail it?
Ready? Just.
Oh my god, that is perfect, dude.
job,
Let's
Sam.
move on. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Did you order already?
Considering we were out shooting till probably like 10 o'clock, didn't get to bed till at least 1 a.m. after eating pizza and, you know, decompressing a little bit. Goes without saying, I think we were all a little tired.
Bruh.
No. Morning, day 2. Not enough sleep again. I'm destroyed. But a little bit more to do today. A couple of like hiking, arriving scenes. Been playing Scrabble. I'm gonna do some like close-up shots, top down of a Scrabble board. And we just have some afternoon stuff, driving shots. Those are some of the more difficult, more specialty shots we're gonna try and do in like a suction cup rigged to the side of the car.
Round 2, we gotta get out there and knock these final scenes out. It was gonna be even a little bit hotter, so mentally preparing for that.
Are we just kind of like cross-legged on the ground? Do we need a blanket, something like that?
I don't love how that blanket looked yesterday. Like just tonal wise, like I feel like the gray was just a little too dark. So I'd like to do just a little bit more stuff like on the ground that feels a little bit different than the rest of our campsite.
Okay.
We're just gonna get some nice B-roll shots of like Kylie and I walking and hiking. And for that, I would say like we'll take Sam's camera, just the B camera, just so he can be super nimble and just like go more coverage than setup.
Action, both of you. Yeah, that's nice. I want to see what it looks like coming up and over that.
Is the sun too bright right here?
What's the action, Ryan?
Maybe it is a little more straight. Getting toasty. I'm just trying to battle the light, unfortunately. Just super hard light.
Camera speeds, guys. Your hand be a little lower, like just because it covered your face. Okay. Yeah, like that. Ryan was perfect. Right.
Easily, the thing I think that shocked us the most was just how tedious and how much time some of these precise compositions take. Wes Anderson does it and makes it look so effortless. Every single frame is so meticulously crafted and positioned, color and light, the blocking and how actors move throughout a scene. I think we reached a point where our brains were literally breaking trying to perfect a frame.
That's centered right there. Okay, now your corner that you were pushing, I need you to pull it towards you. Okay, can you push the board towards me, like towards me? Rotate your left corner, like away from you. Yes, this way? Correct. Okay, so actually, so the alignment is great. This is what I need you to do. I need you with your...
It honestly was really challenging for me to kind of remember that the cinematography, the actual image, the picture, like it's not all my responsibility. Like I'm directing, like I need to think about the story. I need to think about the scenes and how they're interacting with one another.
You see that? Yeah, that's the vibe. Okay, so we just need to find the frame real quick.
Yep.
Okay, what's the number? I'm gonna do 26. Ready?
Action. We see too much of the background. We're gonna have to go fast. And camera speeds.
Just give me an action, I'm gonna write.
Yeah, I got you though. Go.
I found myself very often being a little too focused on the image and kind of maybe overstepping a little bit, bothering Sam with, camera choices.
Yeah, no, it's good. The pops of white on this are giving me an unintentional highlight. So this needs to be...
In reality, that's a cinematographer's job. Like they work in tandem with the director to handle the bulk of the technical about crafting every single image. But hey, it's a learning experience. Like I had a lot of fun. I don't think it's my favorite thing. I think I like being behind the camera just a little bit more.
We have this funny little insert shot. We're trying to figure out ways to kind of make the edit and the story feel just more dimensional. I mean, there's no dialogue, so we kind of just need like little textures and moments.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, it's like the frame is like this.
Okay. Last one, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Exit.
I'm doing that thing where I can't stop having DP thoughts. That sounds weird. Like we're trying to get shots quick. Sam's DPing. I obviously want him to be able to make camera choices, but it's a passion project. It's a YouTube thing.
Some of our final shots that we had for the day were actually what take place at the very beginning of the storyline. It's the scenes of us driving into the desert in this funny little car that we got. It's a little Fiat 500. Originally, I wanted to find like a super vintage, like crazy color, just really quirky little car that would work for this story, but it was kind of impossible. I mean, prices for renting classic cars in LA is no joke. The color kind of blended in to the desert environment just a little bit, but I think it worked. It was pretty cool. Still looks funny. I think it played for the story. Of course, we're losing light. We have a few pretty specialty shots, mounting to the side of the car to get some interiors of Kylie and I.
Good luck, Komodo.
Yeah, all right, let's just switch it as quick as we can. We actually had a couple more scenes to shoot here in the desert for this arrival scene, and light just got too low. There really just wasn't any other option. We had to drive back to LA that night. Sam had to shoot the next day. Kylee and I were actually flying out for a trip like the following day. We just had to make the call to push those for a pickup day. Kind of annoying, but I will say we did get those shots done, and I think they look great. Like, probably some of the best looking overall lighting that we got throughout this entire thing. We ended up just driving like an hour north of LA to Palmdale. There's Joshua trees up there, in case you didn't know. And finally, some of the last shots that we needed for this entire thing. We had one tent shot, so we just decided to do that in the living room instead of out in the desert where it was hot, which was really fun. I think we got a pretty cool little moment here.
Good?
Yep.
Wait, Sam, what's my hair doing?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I don't know what girls like with hair. Okay, let's speed one and we'll just do a couple different ones. Still speeding. Yeah, slowly pull it above your face.
And then just a couple more shots of Kylee and I in the living room. Again, this kind of takes place in the intro of the film. You'll see, I promise. And that was it. We shot what is essentially probably gonna be about a 5-minute short film. By the way, in case you didn't notice, there is no dialogue. It's a really big emphasis on sound design. So had we done dialogue, this story definitely would have taken a lot longer to film.
3 hours later.
Honestly, I'm really proud of our entire team. I think we managed to create something really unique, really special, and I can't wait for you guys to see it.
Final words?
Final words, dude. Went and cooked ourselves in like 105-degree weather. That was a good time. Almost passed out. I'm kind of glad that I wasn't technically DPing this and let Sam do it, because I think my brain would have exploded. Fingers crossed, hoping to have it out in about a week or so after you guys see this video, so make sure to check back in. But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.